Good morning and welcome to part 2 of my solo Walt Disney World adventure. I started the day very peacefully and quietly. I went for about a 45-minute walk. Early in the morning, the temps are still really tolerable, and it was so great to not be in a theme park, but instead to be enjoying the amazing surroundings of the Wilderness Lodge. And then it was time for the pool. So I'm sitting by the pool and I can't show you what I'm looking at because there's lots of little children. But I did want to document that I floated forever. I did a bunch of laps. I love that the Boulder Ridge pool at Wilderness Lodge, they pipe in the music from the main lobby. So I'm listening to the Little Women's soundtrack, and they even have Nanny McPhee is on here. This soundtrack and Soarin', it's really fun to listen because there's a lot of music that's not just Disney music. Soarin' has one of the themes from Father of the Bride. I don't know, I'm kind of a musical weirdo like that. I like to pick out the different soundtracks. But this one has the Magnificent Seven, and it has a bunch of Copeland, Billy the Kid. Incredible. Anyway, this pool is the best. I was a little spicy about the fact that Animal Kingdom Kidani does not have a quiet pool. Neither does Jumbo House. But here they have this one, and then I think there's one more quiet pool. I think Copper Creek has their own quiet pool too. And unlike some of the DVC resorts, if you're staying at Wilderness Lodge, you can use any of the pools interchangeably. So yeah, I might do mermaids in a minute by myself. There's a bunch of kids in the pool. They wouldn't even care. Anyway, have coffee. I got a double almond milk latte from Roaring Forks. I had never stayed here more than one night before, and y'all, I kind of love it here. I thought because of summer and it being hot that the vibe would be off, but it's not. It's like super bougie summer camp. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, would you do me a huge favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I have a goal to reach 100,000 subscribers, and it's moving really slow, so you subscribing today would make me really, really happy. Thank you. So I took the boat over to Magic Kingdom, but I'm not staying at Magic Kingdom. I'm actually walking over to the Contemporary to have lunch with a friend. So bye, Magic Kingdom. I don't think I'm gonna be over here again this trip, which is fine because it's, hot. And I don't know if you've noticed as you've watched this vlog, but I think total time I've been in theme parks 4.5, maybe 5 hours tops. And that is by design. This trip was not a theme park trip. This was for sure resorts, enjoying, being by the pool, self-reflection, reading my book, journaling, all the things that my soul needed. And love me some theme parks. Theme parks can be awesome, but not necessarily when it's a feel like of 104. That's less awesome to me. Having said that, I will say that last night was delightful. It was beautiful at the resort, and I know I already said that. But late at night, the problem is it doesn't get dark till 9, but it can be a really great time to do the theme parks. Now, from 3 o'clock until I think midnight, depending on when the parks close, you can get a boat directly from Fort Wilderness to the Contemporary Wilderness Lodge. I keep saying Fort Wilderness. I wonder how many times I've said that. After 3 o'clock, you can take a boat from Wilderness Lodge to Fort Wilderness, the Contemporary, and I think, do you have to transfer or do they take you straight to Grand Floridian and Polynesian? Maybe all of them, which would be fantastic. I took a picture of the sign, but clearly I took a picture of it and did not retain the information, so I will put that right here. Also, they say to allow an hour. It's like on the instructions to get the boat. And actually, are they a monorail? They recommend, 2 monorails. They recommend an hour really anywhere you're going. I would say personally, if it's a really important dining reservation you're trying to get to, I would either take a minivan or an Uber or a Lyft. I would take your own rental car, or allow even an hour and 40 minutes. Just because, like, if it's like hoop-de-doo or a dinner thing that's got like a specific start time, you don't want to risk being late for that. Now, if you're late for just a regular dining reservation, that's fine. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I've been 30 minutes late. I don't recommend that. I suppose there's always a chance that they're going to cancel your reservation, but a regular dinner reservation, fine. A dinner show, Cirque du Soleil, something like that, not fine. Allow an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's my personal opinion. I don't know why I'm in the mood to give generalized Disney World tips today. Maybe because I was thinking about how I'm headed to California soon, and it's a totally different ball game there. But everybody that comes here for the first time vastly underestimates how far away everything is from everything else. And quite frankly, I blame myself and those of my kind for doing that. When you're here all the time and you're only giving highlights, it seems like, oh, Jen was at Fort Wilderness and then bam, she's at the Magic Kingdom. Okay, folks, that was over 45 minutes that it took me to get from there to here. So yeah, it makes for better videos to have it go really fast, but the truth is it takes a long time. And that brings up a good point, because I'm on the walking trail between Magic Kingdom and the Contemporary. The one time you can generally, barring a twisted ankle or a sudden downpour, predict how long something's going to take is if you're walking. So in January, we will be at the boardwalk. And I love the boardwalk because you can walk to Epcot and you can walk to Hollywood Studios, or you can also get on the Skyliner. So it's a lovely location for that. Here you can walk between all the Bay Lake resorts and Magic Kingdom. I mean, not Wilderness Lodge, but the others. It's just a lot of walking, and I wouldn't recommend it in this weather, especially if you're going to spend a whole day at a theme park. But over in the Crescent Lake area, so Boardwalk, Yacht Club, Beach Club, even Swan and Dolphin, perfect for walking if that's your thing. And that is definitely my thing.
Oh, it's a video, isn't it? Look on, it's been years.
I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now.
Hey.
Liam got a cheeseburger. Did you get a cheeseburger with asparagus on it?
No.
What's on your cheeseburger?
This is a grilled chicken sandwich.
It's not.
Did you know I've never been here before?
Maybe it is grilled chicken.
Yes,
yeah,
it's a grilled chicken.
And I got what I always get, which is the vegetable Wellington. Okay.
Say it all together now.
I'll talk more about Liam in a minute. Okay, Liam.
Yeah.
This is video.
So this is the Richard Nixon Walt Disney cake. Sorry, is that?
No, you can say that because
Richard Nixon did his speech here.
Right, like right where one floor below where we are standing right now in the Ballroom of the Americas.
That's where we did an episode.
Yeah, we did. We recorded a whole podcast. We used to have a podcast together, me and Liam. Okay, this is the cake. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
It is. The aesthetic is beautiful.
Also, Liam teaches vocal lessons if you want to take lessons from him.
I have my master's in it.
Woohoo!
Come on down.
And pedagogy, which is what you're studying. I just learned what that
Vocal
means
pedagogy.
today. There you go.
We learn things.
Okay, so I'm now going to read my book up here. I should have explained, for those of you that didn't used to listen to our podcast, Liam and I have been friends for many years. We actually hosted a podcast for a while that was really fun. And he is an actor and has been traveling a lot and happens to be in town this summer. So we had lunch together and it was so much fun. So much fun catching up. I just love friends like that you can just talk in shorthand and it's like you've never stopped talking every single day. I'm sitting outside in the shade, which it's not actually bad if you sit in the shade. I'm at Wilderness Lodge. I think I'm on the 6th floor right now, maybe the 4th floor. Anyway, I don't even know what floor I'm on. Someone was sitting in my seat by the fireplace, which is just so incredibly rude. And they're cleaning my room. So this is a beautiful place to sit and read my book. I'm not sure how long I can stay out here because it is a little warm, but let me show you what I'm looking at. The thing about Wilderness Lodge is they have these little sitting areas everywhere by fireplaces, little patios, little nooks, and it makes it such a great place to hang out when it's really hot and you don't want to be in a park and you don't have to just like be in your room. You can go to all these little quiet areas and hang out. You guys, I just got back to the room and it looks so beautiful. I did a quick room tour when I first got here, but I didn't really give it justice because I wasn't really vlogging when I first got here. But she gave me a big bow and a Mickey head. That's so fun. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna turn all the lights on and I'm gonna do a proper room tour for you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I stayed at this resort, I did not love the rooms. I felt, now granted, this was like 15 years ago, but I felt like the rooms were dark. They seemed really small. They weren't light and bright. They recently redid them, and I think there was probably a redoing of them in between when I was here 15 years ago and now, but they just finished a refurbishment. So this is one of the refurbished rooms. This is a regular hotel room, not a DVC studio, and it's a king water view. So hold on and I'll show you around. I actually think it's kind of better to do a room tour after you've been in a room for a couple days because there were a few things that I discovered that I wouldn't have known the first minute that I got here. Okay, so you walk in, pretty typical. You have your closet on the left with all my stuff in it. And then you have a second closet over here. So tons of storage. With shelves. By the way, I am loving this toiletry bag. I'll probably talk about that more in a weekly vlog. And a steamer and your safe, which is plenty big enough for a laptop. Then you have a coffee maker and my donut holes, which you know how I feel about that. This is the fact sheet they gave us from the hour-long walking tour that we did. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. Page after page after page. So thorough. I'm so smart about this resort now. Oh, and wait, I didn't turn this on. Look how cute. It's Bambi and a butterfly. So fun. A beverage chiller, not a refrigerator, so keep that in mind. And coffee cups, actual glass, which I did not have at Kidani, and I greatly appreciate. And then this is a slider with a full-length mirror on it, which is really nice, really big, like a barn door type slider. And then tiny little sinks, but there's still 2 sinks, which is nice. Tiny bit of storage under there. Your blow dryer is in there. Love that they have now the bigger pump soap. Wait, why did that go off? I want that light on. Huh. Okay, I gotta figure that out. There's a little special feature I wanna show you. Sorry, my toiletries. Light up makeup mirror, nice hook, really good shower with really good shower pressure. Let me tell you, the only thing I don't like, and they do this in so many hotels, you actually have to be in the shower to turn it on. So there's really, like, if you don't want to get your hair wet, it's a challenge. So just know that. I don't know why, what would make sense is for the controls to be over here so you could turn it on and not get your head wet, but nobody thinks about that. Nobody asked me. And towels and really cool artwork. And then hold please, because I'm gonna try to fix this light. I thought I turned it on, but I guess I didn't. Okay, sorry. What I was trying to show you is this really cool stained glass, and it lights up on this side and on this side. And then it has a dimmer switch. So I guess you can do it like, let me show you. I guess you could do it like a nightlight maybe if you want. You could put it like a nightlight in here. It can glow, but it's not see-through. So I don't really know, but it's cool. Let's just say that. It looks like the side cut. Let me show the other one because the light isn't weird. It's like the side cut of a geode or something, right? So very cool. Sorry, I'm obsessing over that when there's a lot more room to see. Walk in here, typical garbage can, nice 6-drawer dresser, television. What's the temperature right now? 95, which is why we are inside. Really nice desk and chair and lamp. I like lamp. This is made out of cork, or I guess wood pieces. That's very cool. And a mirror that's a little reminiscent of like a horse's collar thing. Really cool back wall. I'm assuming this is wallpaper. Yeah, that's wallpaper. Light above the headboard. Super comfortable king size bed. Super, super comfortable. I can tell you definitively. And she made the bow out of my extra blanket because I use my extra blanket because, you know, even in the summer, the tiny thin little blanket thing does not work for me. So I use 2 just to give it a little bit more gravitas, you know, so you feel like you're actually sleeping under a blanket. You may not care about that. I really do, but it is a very comfortable bed. I also love that there's a chair and an ottoman. I have spent a lot of time sitting here journaling and reading on this trip, so that's been really nice. And then on the lamps, there's a regular USB. There's my travel fan, a plug. I guess there's 2 USBs and 2 plugs. So that's really nice. And then you have the little reading lights, which are great if you're into that, which as we know, I am. Still can't get over that. That's so cute. Then over here, we have a picture of none other than Paul Bunyan, little smiley Paul Bunyan. And I can't remember the name of his ox, but something, and more lighting. So they really, really did a lot with brightening it up. The room feels super, super bright and much bigger than it did before. This is the smallest of the deluxe resorts in room size. And so they used to feel kind of cramped, but it doesn't feel that way anymore. And then this really pretty chair that has a gorgeous embroidered back and is actually really comfortable. So, and there's the bag that I showed in my packing video. It's worked out great if you're interested. And out here, I will show you my view. 2 chairs. I have, somehow my tank top got all wet. I'm not sure how that happened, but anyway. I have a water view and you can see the waterfalls from here. Oh, the geyser's going off. Did we miss it? Oh no, there it goes. There it goes, come on. There's the geyser right there. You can see Bay Lake from here. You can see the main feature pool. Over there is the new Lakeview Lodge that isn't open yet. It's a new DVC property. Wow, you really can see the geyser going off. And then the boat docks are right over there. So it's this very convenient room location, but look how pretty. I can see the waterfall, and then I can also see the little babbling brook that's coming from the lobby. It's just so perfect. So yeah, from my room, I'm able to hear the waterfall. I hear the boat whistles. This is, as far as room location, might be one of my favorite room locations ever. And the fact that I have all those great seating areas and the fireplaces and that lobby and that soundtrack. This morning I walked, I even picked up, this is how nerdy I am. I picked up the nature guide that they have down at the front desk, and it tells you all the different kinds of animals that are here. And I think it's meant for children, but it makes me happy. So I thought this was really fun. And yeah, just such a lovely stay. Okay, I was down at Territory Lounge having another alchemy. They made one for me down there and reading my book. And now it's time to go to my Patreon meetup. 7 p.m. We are all meeting at the Outer Rim Lounge. I think there'll only be like a handful of people there, 5 people, 6 people. But if you join me on Patreon, when I'm down here, I usually send out a cheeky little post to everyone saying, hey, if y'all want to come hang out, we can hang out. So yeah, let's go see them. I'm excited. I'm taking the boat, which hopefully won't take as long as it did earlier today, and also hopefully will not be as hot. Will I get over this anytime soon? No, I will not. Okay, these are the trees that he told us in the tour are 600 years old. I don't know if I believe that, but it actually seems likely. And that's based on how slow this species of tree grows. I don't remember what he called them, but it's probably in the massive amounts of information that we got at the tour. And they are really, really beautiful. So evidently Walt saw these trees when he kind of laid out what he wanted this area to look like. Obviously he passed away before any of it was actually built, but that's why he wanted to have the nature preserve over here to protect these very, very old trees. And everything across there, as you see, like across from the boat dock, is a designated nature preserve. So that will never be built up, which I think is extremely cool. I have to apologize to you all because I did not get any footage when I was over at the Contemporary doing the Patreon meetup. I wanted to focus on them and chatting and learning all about everybody. Several of them I'd never met before, except for how we had chatted online. And so something had to give. And what gave was I didn't get any footage of over there, but we did meet at the Outer Rim Lounge. It was a really fun atmosphere. We had a great time. And next time I'm over in that part of Walt Disney World, I promise I'll try to get you some more footage. In place of that, let me give you some beautiful footage of the boat ride back from the Contemporary to Wilderness Lodge. It's literally right across the water and the sun was going down and it was absolutely spectacular. Okay, I'm back at the room and I am so tired. The patron meetup was absolutely perfect. Everyone got along, everyone had a ton in common. My highest value for my business is authentic community, and it's amazing to me how much that shows up in everything that I do. I've been intentional about it. I've made it a priority, whether it's just people chatting in the comment section or when we do actual meetups like we've done with Patreon, or when we go on, one of our big group cruises together. The authentic community piece is going strong and it means the world to me. So if you want to get an invite to future meetups, future cruise opportunities, future travel opportunities, make sure you join us over there. It's only $7 a month. There's also a discount if you pay annually, and I would love to have you. It's a absolutely precious group of people. And if you were there at the meetup, or if you're on my Patreon at all, I am enormously grateful for you. So beyond tired, I just got a call from my driver. I'm going to be picked up at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So I'm going to pack and shower and go to bed. This trip, I have so many thoughts that I'm going to be processing for a long time. If you already saw the video I put up last week about kind of some huge revelations I had while I was here, it was time well spent. It was needed. It was restful. It was inspirational. And I'm just leaving incredibly grateful that it happened. So whatever you're doing, I hope you're finding joy. Be very, very good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.